welcome to the EarthtonesGirl channel. My name is Denise, and this is Earth Log number 56. Hello! Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've been here. It's been over a month. I think my last episode was April 6th. Oh my gosh. But it's been such a great month. It's been so busy and so full of stuff that I've honestly not had a solid block of time to come here and just sit and chat with you all. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to steal 15-20 minutes and just sit here with you and just catch you up on some sock news and some admin stuff and just let you know what's been going on around here. I am very, very active, as many of you know, on Instagram, but I don't ever want my YouTube followers or anyone else that's not using Instagram to not be up to date on what's happening. So I decided, okay, it's better to do a really short, quick episode packed with information and then come back later with a more relaxed, chill, our usual come on over for a visit episode. So today I've got my notes right next to me. Just to go over just some stuff, what's been happening around here. Like I said, it's been so busy, crazy busy, but so much fun. The first, biggest, and best news, so happy, is my new sock pattern is now out. Oh my gosh, it is now out in the world. Thank you to everybody that left comments with name suggestions for the pattern. Some of them were really, really awesome, like really great. And I've made notes and kept some of the names for maybe a future pattern down the line. But I decided to go with Soxploration, the Shadow Wrap Heel. Here it is. Here it is. I am so proud of this. I feel like it took a long time to get here, even though it was a really, really simple pattern. I wanted it to be as user-friendly, as simple, as beginner-friendly as my No Fear Shorty Socks pattern. But I'm so, so excited to finally be able to include a short row heel that I am very passionate about, that I absolutely love. So the pattern is now out, Soxploration, the Shadow Wrap Heel, and best news, there is a video tutorial. Many of you have already discovered it, but there is a video tutorial that goes along with that heel, and it's the Shadow Wrap Short Row Heel. It's been added to my No Fear sock knitting playlist. I believe it's now class number 9. The numbers don't really matter. It's just go with the title. So it's out. It's out in the world. Thank you to my test knitters. They were amazing. Caleb of Drowning in Yarn, Joanna of Stitching the High Notes, Stephanie of Edible Thoughts Makes, and Chelsea of Legacy Fiber Arts. So, so happy to have worked with these 4 amazing knitters. And also to my tech editor, Jessica Schwab, who is Wool Gathering Knits on Instagram. She is such a supportive, patient, understanding person and really held my hand through this process. And she knows what my vision is, what my goal is, and she is there for all of it. And her help with this was just, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to all 5 of these amazing people who participated in this process and made it happen. They brought it to life, and yay. And so many of you have already purchased the pattern. Thank you so much for that. It's out there. So the Shadow Wrap Short Row Heel so basically the pattern is a simple vanilla sock pattern. It is my go-to pattern that I talk about here on the channel all the time. It's just full length. So basically what I've done is taken my shorty pattern and made it a full length pattern, but instead of the heel flap and gusset, I have added a short row heel. A couple of years ago, I did a sock talk series, and some people here have mentioned that and asked me when I was going to do part 3. I've done 1 and 2, the heel flap and gusset and an afterthought heel, but I just never found a short row heel that I really loved enough or that could legally without copyright violation teach you. So I discovered via a viewer here who told me about the Shadow Wrap heel, or just shadow wrap short rows, and here we are. Fast forward to today now. So this heel is brilliant. It is very similar to the Fish Lips Kiss heel, but there are differences. Ooh, oh dear. Sorry. Oh my gosh. 3 little mini earthquakes there. Sorry. It is similar, and yet it is very different. So the shadow wrap short row heel, without going into too much detail about the other pattern, it doesn't have as many steps. Let's put it that way. It doesn't have as many steps in it, the shadow wrap heel, and I find it a lot easier to follow, a lot easier to remember where you are. There's a lot less counting, and my goal is symmetry. The 2 sides of your sock are symmetrical, and they're beautiful. No holes, very easy to remember where you are, and you can do a contrasting color heel very, very easily. Someone was asking about that. I did just the basic tutorial for the shadow wrap short row heel, but someone was also asking if I would do a contrasting color tutorial, and I already have one here on the channel. It is changing color for a short row heel. It was done with a different short row heel, with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, without actually explaining that heel, just how to change color. So that information can be applied to this heel, and I will link to that tutorial for you down below. So it's out. So here, let's just look at it again, because I'm so excited and so proud of it. Here it is. And this cover design was also done by Caleb, who was drowning in yarn. So Caleb, if you're watching, thank you so, so very much. He sort of chastised me and said, your logo should be on the front, should be on the cover. I'm like, oh yeah, right, you're right. As simple as that is, when I get very caught up in all the details and forget other details. So thank you, Caleb. And of course, my signature pink. He added that in. I feel like Julia Roberts from Steel Magnolias. Pink is my signature color. So thank you for that. And I have some socks to show you. So excited. So here it is. These are my Soxploration socks. This is the sample that was used in the pattern, and this yarn is My Friend Margaret by The Cozy Knitter. Oh my gosh, blanking. My Friend Margaret colorway by The Cozy Knitter. Christina is amazing, and she has restocked this color as well as a few of her other colors in her shop, and I'm so, so grateful to her for making this colorway available again. I believe it was a monthly club colorway that was just recently released, and I jumped on it. I just fell in love with it. I thought it was sort of pink but salmon-y at the same time. Just fell in love with it. So here it is. There is the heel. Oh, just look at that heel, you guys. It is so perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Let's turn this around. I'm peeking around behind it to be sure it's in the frame. It's so symmetrical. It is so easy to knit. It is a combination of twin stitches and triple stitches. So you are creating the shadow wrap, or the extra heel, the new heel, from an existing heel. And that will make a lot more sense when you look at the tutorial and knit the pattern. But it is now my go-to. I never thought I would find another short row heel that I loved as much. And I just love this. I love this so, so much. And also, really important, the fit is great. It's amazing how you can knit so many different short row heels and the fit be a little bit different for each one. There's something about this one. A lot of people, including my test knitters, and some people that have already knit it, found that it's deeper. It's a slightly deeper short row heel, so you don't get as much pulling. For many people, that's not an exclusive or an absolute, but for many people there isn't as much pulling across the instep, and I know that's really a problem for a lot of people with a high arch or high instep. So yeah, it's a really, really great fit. So I'm really excited about that. And I also knit another pair because it's my pattern and I should test drive it as much as I possibly can. I also knit this pair. And this is just Knit Picks Felici. This colorway is Pinwheel. And I only had one ball. I thought I had two balls of this. but I only had one. So I don't know, I just kind of decided, well, what if I striped the top and then just did a solid foot? Because honestly, if you've only got a 50-gram ball of something or a small amount of a stripy sock yarn, or even just a precious yarn that you've been holding on to, but you still want to make your socks, you can put it in the part, knit it into the part that shows, which is the leg of the sock. That's what people are going to see. And maybe use just a solid for the foot. It's going down in the shoe. No one's going to see it. No one really cares. So yeah, so that's what oh my gosh. Okay, I promise that's the last earthquake. I'm so excited. I'm like practically bouncing in my seat. I keep hitting my tripod. And I got a new tripod, but I'll talk about that later. So, yeah, so Knit Picks Felici Pinwheel. And I know, unfortunately, Knit Picks rotates their colors so frequently, so this one may no longer be available. You may be able to find it in a D-stash on Ravelry. A lot of people will list yarns that they're willing to sell or trade. So if you're really in love with this color, you might want to try there. And then the bottom is also Knit Picks Stroll in the Firecracker Heather colorway. And this yarn is so nice. The Felici is so soft, but there's something about the Stroll. It's sturdy and soft. I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing. So Pinwheel and Firecracker Heather. And again, here is the short row heel. There is the shadow wrap short row heel. Oh, I love it, you guys. I love it so much. And I'm so excited and so proud of this. So go and have a look. I will link to the pattern down below. It is available on Ravelry as well as my website. You can purchase it through my website, EarthtonesGirl.com. But I will link, as always, to everything for you down below. So that is the biggest bit of shop news, or the biggest bit of Earth Tones news going on right now. I also wanted to let you know that I will be teaching with Vogue again this month. Well, I will be teaching with Vogue in June. Sorry, little glitch there. I will be teaching with them in June. The dates are June 10th to the 13th. I am teaching the 12th and the 13th. Saturday's class, I believe, is 2 to 4, and that is sock knitting tips and tricks. And Sunday's class is also 2 to 4, and that is a new class. Here's the news. That is a new class called Sock Heels 101. There I go with my giggle again. Sock Heels 101, which one, when, and why? I think those 3 questions are such constantly asked questions by new sock knitters, even by seasoned, experienced sock knitters. So there are all of these heel options, but which one do you use? Why would I use this one over this one? Which is going to fit better? How do I incorporate a different heel if I decide to swap out heels in a pattern? And what I've done with my patterns, both the No Fear Shorty socks and Soxploration, is design them in a way that you can swap out the heels, which many of you have already done. But for the newer knitter, for a less experienced knitter, they're like, well, how do I do that? When do I start the heel? Like, the pattern tells me when to start this heel, but when and how would I start another heel? So I'm really excited about this class. It's going to be the first time I'm teaching it. Got my outline all ready. I'm really, really psyched. I've got my samples ready. I am so looking forward to teaching that. I will not be teaching No Fear Sock Knitting, the beginner class, not for June. I just thought it was time to give that a little bit of a rest. And then I will be back with Vogue. I'm going to take the summer off, and then I will be back with Vogue September or October. So I will definitely keep you posted on that. What else? Okay. Another really fun thing I decided to do here on the channel. So I didn't talk about it. I don't even think I really talked about it on Instagram, but I have decided to do a new series called Knitting Techniques, and they're going to be really short tutorials about various knitting techniques, not always specific to sock knitting. The first one that I did is actually going to be included in an upcoming pattern by Hey Brownberry, by Mars of Hey Brownberry. And she reached out to me and asked if I would record a tutorial. And I thought, of course I would. I'll do anything for you. And then I thought, you know what, this might actually be really fun. And it's an idea I was toying around with, and she and I had been discussing for a while. Just sharing other tips and doing other tutorials for casting on, for different cast-ons, different bind-offs, different increases and decreases, picking up stitches, things like that, whether you're knitting a sweater or a cowl, or even how to control your floats with color work. So I have a lot of tutorials kind of bouncing around in my head that I'm really excited to share with you. And the first one that I did was a cast-on tutorial for the German twisted cast-on. Of course, I will link to that down below for you as well. It was so much fun to record it. It was sort of a breath of fresh air for me, because I get to share a lot more information here with you here on the channel, not always geared toward sock knitting, but just knitting in general. So happy about that. So go and check that out. Again, I will link to that for you. And also in more news, the 1 week sock challenge is back. I did that last quarter at the beginning of the year. I think we did it in end of January, beginning of February. And I co-hosted that with Julianne Knitter. She is also on that is her name on Instagram, Julianne Knitter. She is the designer behind Twin Stitch Designs, and she was the original host of the 1 week sock challenge. And last quarter, a couple months ago, she asked me to co-host with her, and I was so excited to do that. I thought, yay, sock knitting. Why not? And the challenge is to knit 1 pair of socks in a week. So this quarter, we're going to be doing it every quarter. So this is the second quarter of the year, and we're going to, the dates are Sunday, May 31st, we're going to be casting on, and it ends on Saturday, June 5th. So excited. So you can knit any pattern, pair of socks in 1 week. All of the details are on Julianne's Instagram feed, and I will be adding them to my feed as well as to the description box here for you. And you just basically cast on with us on Sunday, knit a pair in 1 week, and you have to be finished by Saturday, June 5th at midnight, wherever you are in the world, in your time zone. And it can be a shorty pattern, it can be any weight yarn, any size, not really a child's sock. It has to be an adult sock, but it can be a shorty, full length. It can be a DK weight, fingering weight sock, texture pattern, colorwork pattern, vanilla sock, whatever you like. The goal is, and it's for fun. It's not competitive. You know, I am not about comparison and competition here on this channel in any way, shape, or form. It is a personal challenge to see if you can challenge yourself to knit a pair of socks in 7 days. So you can say yay, or you can say absolutely not. There's no way I can pull that off. Or you know what? Just give it a try. I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm going to give it a try. So yes, that starts this coming Sunday. So excited. I've got my yarn picked out. Of course, I don't have it right here in front of me. Well, all right, I'll run off camera in a second. And share that with you, what I'm thinking. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to hit the camera. Hang on. Hold on. Let me see. I do have it over here. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. I'm back. Oh, I didn't hit the camera. Good. I am going to be casting on this. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? This is percolated by Woolens and Nosh. This is a new to me dyer. It is a self-striping yarn. It's absolutely gorgeous. Can you see all of the browns in here? It is inspired by coffee. It's more of a coffee themed yarn. I am a tea drinker. I do not drink coffee, but it's earthy browns and gorgeous. How could I resist? I'll drink coffee while I'm doing this if I have to. It's just so beautiful. So Michelle is the dyer behind this. I believe she does weekly shop updates. She just did one. Today's Wednesday. I'm recording this Wednesday. I think she does them on Tuesdays. So there was just an update yesterday. So there are some, I think there may be some available in her shop. I'm not sure. Please don't hold me to that, but you can go over and have a look. You can message her and ask if this is available, but this is what I'm going to be casting on. And I forgot to grab in the bag, there is a contrasting mini skein that is the darkest brown in here. So I think it's like this color brown. Let me pull that closer. It's this color brown in here. That's the contrasting color. So again, this is Woolens and Nosh, and the colorway is Percolated, and I will be caking this up and casting on Sunday. I can't wait. And this is also, not only is it a new to me dyer, but it's a new to me yarn base. I have never knit with this. It's 90% superwash Targhee and 10% nylon. So there's not a lot of nylon content in this, but it feels, oh my gosh, it's so delicious is the only word that comes to mind. I can't wait to give this a try. Can't wait to give this a try, and also to wear it and just see how it feels. I've never knit with this yarn before, so I am so looking forward to it. So that is going to be my 1 week sock challenge. There is a hashtag. I will include that down below as well. I think it's OW. You know what? I'm not even going to, I'll just put it down below. So that is 1 week sock challenge news. There is also going to be a shop update. Finally. There is going, of course I don't, oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared. I will put some pictures in here for you. Finally updated my shop with motivation markers. I am so happy to bring these to you. I love messages, and I believe that there are messages out there all the time for us, just telling us little things, inspiring us, cheering us on. And I decided to just make one for myself. I originally found these little charms, and I believe at Michael's a really long time ago. And I thought, you know what? They've got the little lobster hooks, and they've got the rings, and they've got everything. Why don't I just make my own? And I just started making my own. I love progress keepers and markers that are more jewelry based, with little, semi-precious stones and things like that, or themed, whether it's like a little witch's hat. But I also like a little message, just a little inspiration for me, whether that's, I don't know, breathe or just relax or whatever it is. In this case, I've got these: no fear and fearless, you got this, do more of what makes you happy. Just little reminders, little things to inspire you and remind you of what's important. I don't know if you can hear the charms. Those are my husband's charms that he hung outside. I love them so much. It's such a beautiful day here. It is a perfect spring day. I'm looking outside at the garden. It's just, I'm just feeling joyful today and grateful. And yes, so motivational markers. Squirrel, I had a squirrel moment. Motivational markers will be going on sale tomorrow in my shop, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will link to my website down below. It is a small update. I have 7 designs. I have to go back and double check my quantities, but if you don't get a marker this time around, please don't worry. I will be restocking the shop much more frequently, or just now trying to be a little more consistent with shopping, updating the shop at least once a month or once every other month. So if you don't get one this round, don't worry, there will be more. I will let everybody know. I did put it on the community board on YouTube. I know some of you are not able to see that depending on how you are watching this podcast. Some of you watch on your phones some way, and I know on phones you can see the community board, but I know on a computer you can, but for some reason I don't think you can on an iPad. So just be aware, if you have another method or option to check the community board, please check in there. I'm trying to use that a little bit more, just to say hi, just updates, check in between episodes, especially if I know there's going to be a long gap. Hopefully, things have changed a little bit around here in terms of school. Both of my children, my son's always been in school full time, but my daughter was doing a hybrid of remote learning and in person, and they've now gone completely in person. So I will have a lot more time. Even though there's only a few weeks left to the school year, I will still have a little bit more time here at home to jump on and record and share more information with you. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then it's going to be summer break. So they'll be playing outside or wherever, and I will have time to sit and chat a little bit more often. So I also decided, that's one of the reasons why I decided also to teach a little bit less, so that I could do more tutorials here and be here more. I really do enjoy this and want to explore this a lot more too. So shop update tomorrow, 1 week sock challenge starting this coming Sunday, the 31st, May 31st. Teaching with Vogue in June. Soxploration is out. Video tutorial for the Shadow Wrap short row heel is out. Okay, I think I covered everything. I didn't want this episode to be too long. I just wanted to get in a lot of housekeeping information and share some stuff for news with you, information and news. Again, for the latest and most up to date, if you can and you have the opportunity to follow me on Instagram, that is where I am most often. And I also wanted to talk for a minute about the Ravelry group. This is also important too. The amazing, generous, loving, kind woman, Cynthia, who has been a moderator for me in the group, is no longer able to do it. And Cynthia, thank you so much for all of your dedication to the Ravelry group. You were loved by so many people, including me, and I so appreciate all the time and the energy and the information you provided to people there. But for personal reasons, she's had to move away from the group a little bit. So, and I am doing a lot of other things as well, and something kind of has to give. So that the Ravelry group will still be there. The information will still be there. I just won't be as active in the group. I haven't really been that active in the group in a while, and that's why Cynthia was there. So you can still reach out to me for help. You can contact me via email or Instagram messaging, DMs on Instagram. You can reach. There are other ways to reach me. So if you do have sock questions, sock knitting questions, please send me messages, and I will answer you within 24 hours. Because I'm here and I'm more than happy to help. But yeah, I had to remove one or two things from the plate, and right now the Ravelry group will just be quiet for a little while. I am also, oh my gosh, how did I forget this? I'm also going to be doing, oh wow. I'm kicking myself. I almost ended this without sharing. I'm also going to be doing a Socksploration CAL. I know, you're all like, duh, Denise, why'd you keep that till the end? I'm going to be doing a Socksploration CAL. So we will be knitting the new pattern, the Socksploration pattern, and also just in keeping with Socksploration, just sock exploration. So I'm hoping a lot of people will knit this pattern. But please, again, feel free to explore other sock heels, other sock toes, other sock cast-ons. Let's just explore and enjoy and celebrate our love of sock knitting together. And I'm really, really excited about the CAL. It is going to run from June 1st, and I believe that is Monday or Tuesday. You know what? It is, I will tell you, it's a Tuesday. So Tuesday, June 1st, the CAL will begin, and it's going to run for the entire month of June. It will end on the 30, I believe June has 31. Hold on, let's check the calendar. Bear with me a moment. 30 days. I don't remember the rhyme. I can hear some of you saying, well, there's the rhyme. 30 days has September. I don't always remember that rhyme. So yes, a short, sweet CAL. June 1st to the 30th, Socksploration, Let's Knit Socks Together. That CAL is going to be exclusively on Instagram as well. If you are here, you can send me pictures via email of your socks that you're knitting. There's going to be a lot of chatter. There will be giveaways, prizes, all on Instagram. Why do I use Instagram so much? It is a very convenient platform, and it's a very interactive platform, and I've really built a strong community over there. I believe I have here as well, which is why I'm very protective of this group and the followers that I have here, and I don't ever want them to feel excluded. So that's why I have been using the community board a lot more. So I will be posting CAL progress and images on the community board here, as well as the 1 week sock challenge. So definitely check in. That's going to be my way of including the YouTube family here, the YouTube community, in the things that I'm working on. And then I will also be over on Instagram. So, okay, so that's everything. I don't know how that almost slipped my mind, but I'm so glad that I remembered. I'm so happy I had a chance to squeeze this in and to be here with all of you, and to get all this information out. I will be back again very, very soon. I have more finished pairs of socks to share with you. More books that I've purchased. There's just so much more information. But as always, I just think it's better to keep the episode short and sweet, because it's just a little bit more manageable, editable. Is that a word? I've just made it a word. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I so appreciate the time and the enthusiasm for everything that I'm doing. I love your comments so much. I'm so happy that you're all enjoying the tutorial for the Shadow Wrap Peel. For those of you that have already watched, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just grateful. I'm just feeling happy and grateful, and I just want to share that with all of you. Thanks again for being here today, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you.